Yay! We're live, Brenda.
Great.
Woo. Okay. Good afternoon. It's not afternoon in Nigeria, no. So good evening, everyone. You're welcome back to my page. And here's my friend, my beautiful friend, Brenda. Brenda, you're so welcome to this life with me, okay? So I don't really have much to say. She's my friend, a very wonderful friend. I'll just let her introduce herself to us. Brenda, please tell us a bit about you.
Thank you, Winnie, for the invitation. And yes, so my name is Brenda. I am old enough. No. Yes, I am old enough. Yeah, I'm 29, so we're 30 in a few weeks.
Mashallah, that's what we
But it's
say.
not so really relevant because age is just a number. And
Definitely.
yes, and yeah, I live in Europe for such a long time. Let's say nearly 2 decades. Yeah.
Okay.
In a few years I'll
Mhm.
be nearly 20 years here, so yes. And I had the pleasure to meet some African people, not only Nigerian but also from other nationalities. And I have also friends, and I have friends who are married to Africans. And I also have employees, former employees from the company that I worked before. They were from various regions of Africa, like from Tanzania, from Kenya, from Nigeria, Ghana, Morocco, Algeria, and so on. So yeah, I know from the business aspect and also from the personal aspect. Yes.
So, behind the scene, Brenda has been telling me a lot since we became friends about African men dating, especially Nigerian men. Oh my God. Nigerian men, please gather here because we're about to eat you up. Not that we want to eat you up, anyways. I'm just kidding. But Brenda has been telling me a lot. And I told her, you know what, girl? It would be nice if we went live and talked about these things. Okay, so the good ones they keep doing, and the bad ones they think about leaving those things. So, Brenda, from
Yeah.
all you have been telling me, and from the many, yeah, not many, from the few Nigerian men you have met,
Mhm.
okay, and those who were your neighbors, your colleagues, the
Yes.
ones you dated, could you share something about what would you say a Nigerian man is actually? How would you describe a Nigerian man?
Mhm. So from my own perspective and from my own experience, what I've been
Mhm.
experiencing here, what I've been seeing from friends. I mean, I have a very close friend. She
Okay.
is 51 and her boyfriend is 54. He is also
Okay.
Nigerian and they've been together now since a year and a half. It's going great so far, but they had a few, troubles in between because yeah, the guy was divorced and yeah, he had a crazy wife. I mean, ex-wife. So the story is for another day. But yeah, what I've been seeing here is yes, they struggle a lot as a man living abroad, but also they go through various situations, right? But when they meet someone who is has a normal lifestyle, who is not doing what their ex-wives or ex-girlfriends were doing, they started really to behave like everyone is just the same. And the other thing is they have like a double life, like they have always a double life. Let's say they are married at home and they are married here. Then they have multiple girlfriends,
Oh my goodness.
and the other thing is when they divorce from the Western wife, they want to find another girlfriend here to keep it, as a placeholder. As we always say here in our language, a placeholder is just someone for you to just spend time with. You have no,
Oh,
like
that's
in the
crazy.
US, we call it a situationship. So we call it the placeholder. And the other
Okay.
thing is, yes, sometimes they really play those kind of, foolish game just to trap you into something, you know, that we saw it coming, but we give them just time to keep playing the games. Other thing is the mind games, right? Um, Especially when they meet someone who is younger than them, and they approach younger women a way too more aggressive in a certain way that they really cannot. deal with rejection when a woman says no, I'm sorry, I have a boyfriend. You know,
Nigerian men are
or
fierce.
yes, they're really aggressive. Like they get aggressive, they start to complain, they start to be act a bit stupid, or they just get an attitude that is completely, disturbing sometimes, and they are like, you know, a bit aggressive. They cannot really handle with that rejection, and that is very sad because if the person is not ready for a relationship but doesn't want to be your placeholder or your side chick or your situationship, you should just say, okay, we can be friends. But they don't even
Yeah,
allow women, because some women, when they deal with the breakup, some of them, they're not ready for a relationship, especially in the Western world where people, we know already, so time consuming to be in another relationship. You cannot jump from one relationship to another just like that. Not everyone is the same.
yeah.
And the other thing is how they approach women. Then, I mean, in the way that they invite you to the house, you say, oh no, I don't want to go to your house, they get offended. Oh, I can come to your house. No, you cannot come to my house. It's not like that. Because we know when a man is inviting you to his house, it means, sex is involved. So,
It means what it means, man. It means what it means.
yeah, because the thing is, over here we know there are lots of diseases going on. I mean,
Yeah,
there are
honestly.
even diseases
Okay.
we don't even know nothing about. So there is a disease called glitter in Europe that
Mm,
people, they get it during the carnival, during big festivities. And this kind of disease, for you to find it out, it's only when you have serious, serious consequences. And the problem is, this kind of disease, there is no medication against it. There is no proper research. If you find it by chance, you can take some, medication, just, go to a therapy, and you stay with that thing forever because this is like a virus.
really? So
Yes.
that's new. We haven't heard about it. And so you're bringing this up because of the part of him inviting you to come to his house. And you don't want to go there because of this whole thing, right?
Because
I
we don't
get
know. I
you.
mean, we cannot just have sex just like that with people. And we know already there are some people, they enjoy sex parties a lot. In Europe, sex party is a cultural thing. And
It's sex party, yeah?
sex party, yeah. And I
Really?
have
You just
some people
go
that
there just to have that.
exactly. And we know there are a lot of African men when they come new to Europe. They never been this kind of environment because culturally, you know, you are not like that you just throw sex parties in your house if you are a single man. But men over here, they do. And the other
Oh,
thing is, like I said, I mean, I was invited to this kind of sex party. I said, I'm so sorry, I cannot join this kind of things. Oh, but all women here, they do it. All women, they do it, but not all women.
all right. I get
So,
you. I get
but
you.
I understand. I mean, they just think everybody's just too open-minded. Everybody's willing to do
Yeah.
everything they desire. It's
Yeah.
not like that.
Okay, so from your part, Nigerian men are a bit aggressive and coercive and everything you have called them. And if they approach you and you're not like giving the green light, they start to act out. That's what you're saying, right?
Yes.
Okay, okay. Nigerian men, please, my Nigerian men, if you're on live watching this, I hope you've heard what this beautiful lady is saying. Please, it's a time to change, okay? They know what you're doing. They know your games, so relax, okay? So, but let's move ahead. So, since last time we were talking, you also talked about Nigerian men coming over to Europe and then like marrying women who are way older than them, but still
Mm-hmm.
they also want to marry a Nigerian wife. And we had a bit of an argument where I told you that, see, if a Nigerian man goes to Europe or goes abroad and marries a woman who's like older than him,
Mm-hmm.
probably he has his reasons and something is involved. I always say this something is involved, and I don't want to contradict myself, nor am I going to judge anyone who does that.
Of
Okay,
course.
so something is involved. But if he finds a very beautiful foreign woman whom he's in love with, I'm sure he's going to marry and stay. As long as that woman can give him babies and everything, he's going to marry and stay. But see, but still, you argued that that's not true. Can you tell me why, please?
Yeah, because like I said, everybody that I met today, they married women in a normal age, like they were maybe 3, 4, 5 years older than these men, and they were all able to have kids. They had kids, they got married, they had everything, like a normal life. The guy was
Okay,
working, the lady was working, they did everything
okay,
according to the script, right?
okay,
So, but still, they went back to Nigeria or to other African countries. Let's say I know also a case from a lady from Congo. She's a Congolese friend. I mean, she's a friend of mine. We've been together in school. And the same thing happened to her. She is now 26. Her husband is 35, her ex-husband. And
perfect age difference.
yes, she got married to him. She brought him abroad. She has a European passport. They married. She had the kid. The firstborn was a son. And still
Okay,
he went
amazing.
back to Congo. He went back to Congo to marry somebody else. And when
Hmm.
he was about to get the resident permit of 5 years, he just filed for divorce and wanted to bring the other lady here. So, and
Honestly,
yes, and this friend is going through a very difficult process of divorce because when you was and he was still married to her. He was not even divorced completely. In the process, you cannot just marry somebody just like that and bring that
yeah.
person up, I mean from abroad over here,
While she's
even
still
though
going through the divorce,
exactly you need
huh?
to really divorce first and then you can just marry somebody else, whoever you want. And
Yeah.
this friend, she's 26, she's so young, and this happened to her. And to the other women, like from Italy, German, like I told you before, this case of this particular friend of mine who told me that his friend also, married somebody, and after a year, he wanted to divorce and bring somebody from his country to Germany, and the lady just threw him out with the baby, with everything.
So
So
angry.
and what I feel is that maybe they are not really completely happy or really committed to that women. Because if they will be committed, they will even, stay with them and
Yeah.
just, work out the relationship. And it's not even a year and they just divorced, or even 2, 3 years, they just divorced. And in the
Really?
middle
A
of the
year,
process,
2, 3 years?
yes, because this is we always give that 3 years, for people to divorce when they marry somebody abroad because we've been seeing that from experience. And I'm talking about of the professional aspect, and we know in the gap between 3 to 5 years, this is when you get your resident permit. Up to
Okay.
5 years, you get the 5 years one, and then you can get after 12 years, depending on the country, you can get then the citizenship if your wife wants you to get it. So, and this is just the time that they're still under observation from the authorities. And this is also the time
Okay.
when they didn't
Okay.
feel for divorce. The immigration just come to them and tell, well, divorcing after 3 years. I mean, why? Right?
Yeah.
You told us in that interview, and then they start to come again, on all these things. And yes, even if the lady, what I've been seeing here, I'm talking about what I've been seeing here. Even if the lady is young, is beautiful, is an African, is an European, is an Arabian lady, a Turkish lady, they still do that because I think they're not fully committed. And I'm even seeing it from, people closer to me, like this particular friend from Germany that I told you before, that his friend
Yeah.
got married and everything, and the lady got
Yeah.
pregnant again, and he's not happy about it because, for him, the lady is just now blocking his blessings and, blocking him to, do what he wanted. Because everyone that is, an immigrant has their own plans, has their own agenda. And I guess for Nigerians or African in general, they also have their own agenda. It's
Yeah.
fine. Everyone has their own goals, because if your country is not offering you a good life, life quality, or the basic things to live, like housing, proper security, of course you will look for something better. And the
Yeah.
other thing is, I don't really get why they make it so obvious.
Which one? Tell me.
They make it so
Now
obvious
that you are
that,
laughing.
yeah, they make it so obvious that they don't care about anything. I mean, they just do it, you know. They make it so obvious that they don't want that person. They make it so obvious that they have their own agenda. They don't even hide it, you know. All nationalities, they know how to hide it. If you're talking
But
about South
Nigerian
America, man,
men.
yeah, Nigerian men, they don't know how to hide. They're scamming you. They don't know anymore how to hide. That's why I told you they have this aggressive marketing, because we call it
Yeah, you
pull
said
and
that the
push
other day while we were
marketing.
talking.
Yes. So pull and push marketing are two different strategies that companies use normally
Okay.
to get, the new product on market soon as possible. And
Okay.
the push is, it just plays the product on some certain places that customers will notice it, and then you create from there your customer journey. So, and this is what they really do. I mean, they push into you. I want to marry you. They love bomb you, with a
Oh
lot of
my
things.
goodness.
This is the love bombing, but their love bombing is already known by all of us, because every guy that we meet has the same pattern. It's the same school, like they're going to the same course. It's just, to be
I
honest,
laugh in
annoying.
parables. I'm
Yeah,
laughing because I get what you're talking about. I get what you're talking about, Brenda.
yeah, because
Okay.
I know that same script. Are you married? How many kids? Are you this? Are you that?
What
Do
do
you have
you
resident
do?
permit? Yeah, what do you do for living? Do you have the resident permit? How long are you living in Europe? I have the same
Yeah.
script for. Yeah, I mean,
It's,
I
it's as if the person is interrogating you instead of, trying to fall in love.
no. I mean, if they would even, let's say, I will say that in a very Brazilian way. If they would even lie in the way that I would love it,
Okay.
they don't.
Okay. So better for them to lie in a way that you will love it, so that you
Yeah,
won't even
but they
notice and
don't.
then
They
fall
don't.
in love.
Yes, but they don't even put some effort in that. I think they're so tired of their own situation that they just try
Honestly,
the
they
best.
don't know
Yes,
that you know.
yes,
They don't
because they
know
just
that you
try the
know.
best. Yeah, that's the thing. They just try the best strategy they have, the same script of the same book, like Psalm 119 verses. It's the same thing, but yeah, I'm really, sometimes I feel amused, because I'm very happy that I went through all, these experiences, and the
So
meantime I don't like
the
them.
other day you were chatting with someone online and you told me about it. And you
Yeah.
were being a very naughty, naughty girl, weren't you?
Oh, so the last time I was chatting with someone who DM'd me on
Yeah.
Instagram, right? Because Instagram is
Yeah,
a
yeah,
good
you
place
told
to
me.
be.
Yeah.
And the guy, I think he saw me commenting somewhere in some pages about something. And
Yeah.
then he just sent me the message, as you saw before. Oh, still learning away from Nigerian man. And then I said, yes, sir. I like to keep
Yeah.
you far away from me. And then he also said, oh, that's very sad. I said, yes, it's not even that sad because you're far away anyways. It doesn't hurt you, right? So, and then he started, to just tell that, yeah, he lived in China for 6 years and this and that, where do I live, how old I am, and things like that. And yeah, so for some of them, my age just, depending on the guy, let's say, for that particular guy, I knew he was above 35.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
and because he was saying that he was studying in China for 6 years, he went to medical school for 6 years. And I do know, in fact, that the medical school in China, it takes 6 years. because I have Chinese
Okay.
friends, and some of them really went to medical school there in these really 6 years. So,
All right.
and I knew already, okay, he's not lying because it's true. I have Chinese friends. I know already. I dated a Chinese guy. He told me everything about the Chinese school system. So I was already, okay, fine. And then he just kept asking me, oh, where do you live? I said, yeah, I live in Brazil, of course. I always live in Brazil. And
The Brazilian
because
chick.
yeah, because if they know, I mean, I live in Brazil, I'm Brazilian. There is no way they can find out if I live in Brazil or not because yeah, I
Yeah.
speak the language. I am from there, so fine. I live there.
Okay, sure,
So
sure.
and then he kept asking me, oh, but how old are you? And then I said, yeah, I'm 47 years old.
So you're gonna be
And
a 47, huh?
47, I'm 47 years
Okay.
old, and that was the fun started from there because yeah, he told me that oh, he's really into older women, and he gave me the whole criteria. The woman must have a husband, a good career, and he needs to be independent, should not be clingy, should be beautiful, and only there for sex, only be there for sex, and that's it.
So these are the criteria that he gave you. He
Exactly. I
wants
need
he
to
wants a
be
married woman
beautiful,
who's
married,
older,
exactly.
good
Yes, plus
career.
good career, making good
So he wants
money.
someone's wife, basically.
Yes, exactly, because he said when the lady, oh my gosh, I'm so ashamed to tell you guys
No,
this, but yeah.
honestly, tell us.
So he said if the lady has a husband and she has like a wealthy husband and she's wealthy, it prevents her to ask him for money. He doesn't like younger women because younger women they tend to ask you for money because some of them are still in college, are still in university, the family are still providing for them. So and then he said that the cool girls they don't give him headache and don't give him any type of problem. They're not clingy. They don't complain. They're just there for the fun.
He wants
And
a cougar
yeah, he wants a cougar
because
because
he's
he said
selfish and doesn't
cougar.
want to spend his money too.
Exactly. And the other thing is that that lady can provide for herself. He doesn't need to take her on expensive dates, doesn't need to take her for shopping. He doesn't need to put any effort, right?
But this is somebody's wife at the end of the day. Yeah, because he wants
Exactly.
to
He
blackmail
enjoys
her
somebody's exactly. He wants to enjoy the benefits of that
for
lady.
free.
Yeah, for free. He wants to enjoy the benefits without commitment.
That's terrible.
And
And
since he's a
this is
doctor, it's easier
yeah.
for him because people are impressed.
Yeah.
I even told him, "Wow, you could be a porn star because if you if you just want and the guy is not even if you look at him to tell hey you work at the supermarket because you don't look like a doctor anyways, but I don't go by
Are you
looks, I
sure
go
he's
by
a doctor
attitude.
for real? He's a
He
doctor.
is because I asked him a
Okay.
few questions about a few stuff because my stepfather, my mom's husband, he's a
Yeah.
doctor as well. And the particular
Okay.
question that I asked him, only people from the field can answer that
All
question.
right.
Because when I asked him
So
about my menopause, was about to come, is not here yet, he asked me a few questions. So, like I said, I have a script for each of them.
okay. So if you are a Nigerian man and you're alive, you can hear what's happening already. So European women and all the foreign women, they're beginning to see exactly the games that Nigerian men are playing. And this calls for a change, okay? So keep listening for you to see that they know exactly the games that you guys are playing. That's you, not all Nigerian men. Brenda, remember I told you that we have amazing Nigerian men.
I believe
Not
that.
all Nigerian men are like this. And the
I
people who do
believe that.
these things are those ones who are really desperate for papers or who are desperate to get money from you. Or the
Right.
online scammers like the Yahoo guys. They don't care. They are called love scammers. They go
Yeah.
into love just to get something from you. But if you meet an honest person, like a true Nigerian man who is out there for a relationship, believe me, he won't say all those things to you. He won't want a cougar for Christ's sakes. He won't want someone who's married, but of course he wants a young and beautiful lady. Okay? So please, I hope you take that out of your mind. Do
No,
not think that our
I do, because you know what? I have a friend. She's very young, and her husband, he's also very very young, and they
okay,
married now. She's also Brazilian, but she's 22. The guy is 24, and they met in Dubai.
okay,
They also met online. They kept a 3 years
okay,
long distance relationship. They met in Dubai after 1 year
okay,
of chatting. In the meantime, she married him in Nigeria. Now she married
okay,
him again here, and
okay.
they are now together. But they are very young, very cute couple. If you see them, I mean, the guy is 24, she's 22. She said, Brenda, the immigration process went smoothly because it was so easy for him to get the marriage thing, everything, and they married again here. So I do believe there are great Nigerian men out
Real
there,
love.
and
See?
I do
Real
believe
love.
that it can happen to some people. But I was lucky enough to meet those who are really down to business.
I'm so sorry it happened to you, my
No, it's
love.
all right.
I'm
Because
so sorry.
I learned through experience. And the last time, like I told you, the last case that I heard about a Nigerian man who was cheating on a foreign woman, and it ends
Yeah, that's something I
badly.
want you to share so that
Yes,
Nigerian men will hear about this. This
it
is
was.
very
I mean,
important.
I'm still speechless because that lady, my ex boss, she's South African, and she knows that lady in
Okay.
private life. And then she said, Brenda, the story behind all this is so horrible that you won't believe what actually happened to that guy. So it was
My
like this.
God.
This lady, she was married before with a guy from the Dominican Republic.
Okay.
She had a kid with him, her firstborn, and then she divorced from him. The guy left the country, all good. So, and then she married this Nigerian guy and had with
Okay.
him two kids. I think
The
those kids
Nigerian
are,
man gave him, they
yes,
got two kids from the Nigerian man.
yes, but they're still married. They're still married.
Okay.
So, and I think for that guy, it was his first marriage, I think, but he was already here. He wasn't in Nigeria. He was already here. I think he was
Okay.
before in Italy and something like that. So he had already his papers. He was not someone looking for papers. So, and she married him, had the kids, two kids. The daughter is now like 3 or 4 years old, and the boy is like 7. And afterwards, I mean, they married, they were like 5, 6 years together, I don't know. And it was like this, that she caught him cheating with the wife of her ex-husband. This lady is also from the Dominican Republic, and this lady actually was sent by her ex-Dominican husband to destroy her relationship with that Nigerian man.
Okay. Okay.
And
So the Dominican husband sent his wife to go destroy the relationship of his
of
ex-wife with the
that's
Nigerian
right,
man.
exactly.
But how stupid is he to send his own wife to go
It
do that?
happens. It happens.
Really?
Yes, it happens. If I
Hmm.
tell you the other stories, you will say, "Wow, wow, wow!"
Wow.
You
This
keep
is
saying
already a
"wow" all the
wow for me.
time. Yes. So
Wow.
this happens. This happens. When people, when they get together to destroy the people, you don't know, they are so powerful, and they really do certain things that you just blow your mind. So what
Okay.
happened? So after she found out, they had a huge fight, and afterwards he was in coma. I mean, he went in coma, and until today he is in coma.
For how
And
many
the
years?
thing, 3 years now, nobody knows what happened to him, if she did it to him, because there is no proof. Nobody knows if she did that alone, or she had the help of somebody, or if he had like a heart attack or he had anything. What she said is that he fainted on the floor.
He
But
fainted.
yeah, he fainted on the floor, but there is no evidence actually of a, brain trauma, something like that. Nigerians would say it was witchcraft. I would say drugs.
It's
I
not
wouldn't.
for me. For me, it's not witchcraft at
It's not
all. I could
witchcraft.
put two and two together, and I could think of what happened to that man. If you ask me, I'll tell you.
So I
You
think,
know,
yeah, I think
I
it
think the
was.
wife had something to do with it.
Of course
The
she does.
wife,
Of course she
yes,
does. Because
honestly.
nobody has ever said anything. There were no police involved, nothing. And the other thing is, she's really
I see
been
the
in
people
love
in the
with that.
comment section. Sorry, Brenda. I
Yeah.
see people in the
Okay.
comment section saying hello. Christine, hi. We
Hi.
send you back the love. And Brenda Nugent says, this is scary. Okay, send in your questions if you want Brenda to answer any of them. If you have anything to share with us, do share with us. Well, when
Yeah.
we're done with the live, we'll go to the comment section and answer. So please keep on telling us. I
So
don't
yeah,
just want them
and
to feel
what
neglected.
happened is that, yeah, I definitely believe she has something to do with that because you
Honestly,
know maybe she did, like I told you, maybe she did that on revenge. That could
yeah.
be because
Mm-hmm.
he cheated on her with that particular lady. I think she took it so personal. But the funny thing is,
Okay.
nothing has happened to her ex-husband. Like, and like I said, and the other thing that it was for me very scary to know that after this happened, she started dating his best friend.
Hmm.
Mimi, they live not in the same building, but they live so close to each other. And right
Hmm.
after this happened, I mean, the man's still there in coma, and you
And the
see
man is
her,
still there in coma.
yeah,
And she's
and
dating
she,
his best friend.
his
Now,
best
this story is
friend,
twisted in a whole lot of ways. Who knows what happened actually? Who knows if it came
exactly,
from the wife or from his friend?
exactly. And the thing is that you know, no one, I mean, no one from the Nigerian community, I mean, the Nigerian men who are around here in this city, none of them has ever known. In his family, they don't know about this.
His family doesn't know. My God, who knows? Who
Nobody,
knows where his people are? And probably
nobody
they've been
does.
trying to reach him for years now. And they may think he's even dead.
Yes, because the thing is, his kids are so small.
To
They don't
ask
have
of their
no
dad.
exactly. They don't even know, and what they can do. And the other thing is, is this friend actually doing? Because if he will be a true friend, since they are from the
Honestly,
same village, why he could not give a phone call, or when he goes to Nigeria, explain the situation, because he goes every year to Nigeria. Every
he
year
still
he goes
goes
to
to
Nigeria.
Nigeria every
He
year.
goes
This
to
same
Nigeria
friend.
every year, every year. He was last December when I met her. Weeks before Christmas, I met her because she works at the body shop
Yeah,
here in the city, and I went there to get some stuff from me. And I
yeah.
saw her there. They said, "Oh, Mike is now in Nigeria." I said, "Interesting, but why Mike is not going to tell his family that he's in coma?"
Now that's something that we should think about. It all
So
looks like it's a
sad.
plan, though. So, but with all that is going on, it all goes down to the same thing: to Nigerian men being careful.
Yeah,
It still goes down, it still boils down to Nigerian men being careful. And what I can see from the story you told me the
mm-hmm.
other day and from stories I've heard from different women, it's like these foreign women are now waking up and rising up to, okay, we know what you guys are up to. We know you guys come to like use us for this and use us for that. But if you there use me, I'm gonna render you useless. I've seen two cases where the wives killed their Nigerian men.
Mm-hmm.
The first case was the Nigerian man went to, it was in the UK, I think. And then this Nigerian man was married to this white woman. After a while, he left the white woman, and they started going to court, and he was
Mhm.
saying, I don't know what he charged the wife with, probably use of drugs or use of something. And then the court, after the whole case, they gave him custody of the kids.
Mhm.
And then while this was just finishing, he went and married. He's not married anyways. His Nigerian girlfriend came and started living with him, so that this woman is just living across the street to
Oh.
see him taking these kids with his girlfriend, and these are her kids, and they didn't give her custody. You know what this woman did? This woman went in one night into the house with a gallon of fuel. He went in, he entered in, he sprayed the fuel in the whole house, went into the man's room, sprayed the man, his wife. She set the building on fire with herself inside. The
Wow.
man, his girlfriend, the two kids, all in the house. At the end of the day, when the what do I call them, fire rescuers came, I think they were only able to save the kids and the girlfriend. And I don't know if they got all the kids, but the woman
Yeah.
certainly died. The man certainly died. Just
Wow.
the woman, just the girlfriend and the kids remaining in the world. Now, this is one. Another one, this woman was dating a Nigerian man, and I don't know how things happened. And she went on the next day. I don't know if she wrote on Facebook to say RIP or something. And the man was still alive. And then I think the next day they found out he was dead. And I think the woman actually stabbed him to death. Like, there are lots of stories out there. And while we're making this video, since I've been discussing a lot with you and with some of my other foreign ladies, like we talk,
Mhm.
is to tell people, especially men who are
Yeah.
playing with women. I won't say Nigerian men only. If you're a man and you're playing with women, like I put yesterday on my status, I said, women are not a football field where you go to play. If you want to play, go to the field. Don't take a woman for a ride. Don't go playing with her.
Yeah.
Because a woman is as cool as you see her until you tread on her, and then you see the worst part of her. So this is just like, what do I call it? Well, I say it's a shout out to men to please watch what they do these days, because especially foreign women are not smiling. If you're an African man, a Nigerian man, you're watching this, please. Foreign women, in fact, especially the white women, they are not smiling, because all the stories I've seen is from the white women.
Yes,
I
this lady
don't
is also
know.
a white woman and
Honestly,
she's
the
35.
white, yes, if
She's
she's
35 and her
crazy, if
husband is
she
40 something.
yeah, I think no, three or four of them. The same one, the one you're talking about, is it a white woman?
Yes.
So we're all human beings, and we have our own elastic limits. We all have different ones. So
Yes.
maybe your Nigerian babe, like me, Miriam, maybe I don't have that elastic. I can't get to that point whereby I would think of killing myself. I can't kill you because of a woman. I'd rather go live happily ever after. You can go with your woman, but not for people who love and they're crazy in love.
Yeah.
Some people can love, Brenda. What do you have to say about
Yes.
this? Some people can love and be crazy, and if you leave them,
People,
boom,
yeah, they
they
are they
get
are really
suicidal.
possessive. People, they can get possessive and they
Yeah,
can really
really.
act based on their emotions. So serial killers, they act based on their emotions, and there are a lot of
Okay.
resources out there to prove it. But what I also want to add to that point that you was mentioning now about, Africans or Nigerian men in general,
Okay.
getting into problem because of their ex-wife or wives in general. I also want to add that some African men, I will say now, not only Nigerian, because I know Nigerian are a big percentage of those men who
Oh,
really
okay.
go to that kind of trap.
Okay.
There's
Yeah.
also some Nigerian men who are also put into prostitution, drug dealing by their own foreign wives.
Yeah, you mentioned something. You
So
did. You did say that
yeah,
to me. Yeah. Tell
So
us more about it.
when you just think that, oh, you are going abroad and you are really, going to do whatever you had in your brain, you know, people in Europe, nobody here is a saint. We are all sinners.
Everywhere in
And
the world, we're all sinners.
we
No one is righteous.
over here, the rules are different. When you want to play, they will give you checkmate,
Mm-mm-mm.
regardless of your action. And I always tell people, two things before you think about to come abroad to really do anything, related to immigration. Do your own research, look for the laws, see what is your right, what can you do, where can you seek for help, and
Okay.
the most important thing, keep your eyes open, wide open, and don't only, stay there thinking, oh, I'm getting money in this currency, I'm getting this, I'm getting that. Because over here they don't play your games, they are not on your side, they
Tell
are
us
with
about it.
you.
Tell us,
This is
sis. I
the
cannot
thing,
wait.
because I've been here for such a long time now, and I've been seeing stories and stories. And yes, when you marry that cougar from Spain, from Italy, and you go there and you are there, and we already know how things are. And yeah, maybe your cougar want you to be a toy boy. We call it toy boy here.
A
Or maybe
toy
they
boy.
want, toy boy is a man, yeah, that, I mean,
I
older
know.
want pay them to have sex. So yeah. Or
Yeah.
they want you to work at any, business activities, that because you're foreigner anyway, they don't care. You lose the paper. She is keen
Honestly,
out of the situation. Sis, like I said, so
that's
I'm just here.
terrible.
I'm
That's
just telling you
terrible.
what I've been seeing. I mean, from friends, or what I heard from friends. I mean, I told you that I was about to date a guy that his ex-wife is drug addicted, right? And
Okay.
she's a heavy drug addicted, and they had two kids together. So, and when I was talking to him on the talking stage,
The Nigerian
she
man, yeah?
yes, she just called the police. They came to take him and brought him to prison. He was 2.5 weeks because she just reported that he wanted to kill her.
And they believed.
Yeah, she's a white lady.
So it's their word
She
against his.
she's inoffensive. Yes. And then afterwards, he was not allowed to see the kids, for like, I think he needed to change the city to, be far, far away from her, and he has no right, no custody. He lost the custody. Yeah. Only why? Because she saw us together only once.
She saw you and him together.
Yeah, in the supermarket.
And probably you guys were just friends talking.
Yes, we are not holding hands. We are not doing anything. Like two normal people in the supermarket. Just, I mean, I was buying my stuff. He was buying his stuff. Yeah, and that's it.
Wow, that's terrible. And then now you said they use them for these things. So it means like they push them into doing some wrongdoings, like you said, when you said
Yeah,
they
I
should be
think the
careful,
right
that they use them
ones.
for
Yes,
prostitution.
the
So they
yes,
also use men, Nigerian men abroad. They can their
yeah. They
wives
use,
can do that.
the Gambian guys. They are now so famous because of the sex tourism that's happening now in Ghana, right? So Ghana is becoming the Caribbean for sex in West Africa. So you know how many Swedish lady, English lady are marrying those Gambian boys to bring them over here to put them in some prostitutions or even
Are you
some.
serious? The way they get young girls from some, some
Yes,
poor
before we
countries,
had
poor
them in.
African countries to go
Yes,
prostitute to them. That's the same way they do
exactly.
men.
Because as a wife, of course, because when they bring these guys here, and I strongly believe that they bring the young, the good guys, with vision, with future. They don't bring
So
the scammers
sad.
over here. They bring the young
They should
guys.
bring the scammers over there. Those
Exactly.
ones
These
who
people
actually
are
want to
working.
go.
Why you don't bring the scammers over here? Why you don't bring those people who know how to, do business in the
To
illegal
play.
way? Yes, bring
Yeah.
those who know how the business. Don't bring the young guys with future so talented,
Good
with bright
future.
vision. Yes, this is what makes me so angry, because only the good guys they get through this kind of experience, even though they have in their heart they want to get the papers, but when they come here the story is completely different. It's another level of experience. And it's like they are forced, because some of them they take the passport away from them, and
Oh my God, I can't believe
yes,
this. Oh my God. The same thing they do to some of those girls who talk about being pushed
how
into
many ladies.
prostitution.
Yes, I mean, in the meantime, there are Nigerians or the Africans doing that to the ladies, to the young ladies. There are also white people or Europeans doing that
European
to their
women.
partners. Yeah. When you go, I don't know if you have been to Spain ever, but when you go to Spain,
No.
the southern part of Spain, you will see a lot of cougars from Sweden, Norway. They are all married. They are all married. If you see how crazy they go to the young men, like Moroccan men, Algerians, they just go to those kind of guys to have fun because they give them some money. They are easily to impress, and they can get what they want.
Then they should get the Yahoo Yahoo guys. They should
Exactly,
get the scammers. They're easily impressed by money. They should leave those who have
exactly,
future away. Don't, oh, I feel
exactly.
sad already for the guys. Imagine
So, but
what it will feel like
this
being
is
pushed
what
into such a
happened.
situation.
Yeah, and the other thing is, there is nothing they can do, because since they need that paper, they are attached to that situation that they cannot go away. They need to play whatever. I met another guy. He's from this. I mean, he's living in the same city as I used to live before, and my friend knows him. And then she said, his ex-wife was an Italian lady. She had 5 kids. This man was staying inside the house, only take care of the kids that she brought from other guys. So, and I saw this guy. He was so traumatized, and he has no kids
So he
again.
became a houseboy.
Yeah, he became. And I said, "Wow, that's so strange." Because as a Nigerian, as a man, you should be the provider. You
A
should
Nigerian
be.
man would not be that. There must be something wrong. He either took his papers, sorry, she either took his papers or passport or is threatening to do something to him. A Nigerian
Yeah,
man
he
cannot
he
stoop
didn't
to
have
that level.
actually. He said that he wasn't able to work because he didn't have the papers. I mean, he had the permit, but she had the permit took away from him. So because without the permit, you cannot work anyways. If you don't have papers, you cannot
Yeah,
job.
same here.
And now that he could finally divorce because somebody helped him to go through the process and reported abuse, because you have to report
Yeah,
this as abuse.
yeah,
This is a domestic abuse. So after
yeah.
he could report it secretly, somebody found for him like a place that he could stay in safety.
Mm-hmm.
And then now he's working today. And you know what happened? She is now wanting him to pay for her every month child support and allowance, even though those kids are not his kids.
That's terrible.
Then,
Why? Is it
because she
would they
wants that
agree to
way.
that?
Of course not, because they're not his kids. You only pay
They're not his
child
kids.
support for
Why should
his
he
own
pay?
kids. Because she
Yeah.
wanted that way. And the other thing is, like he told me that when she always goes to the government to go to the, they have like a lawyer. The lawyer keeps sending, a lot of notice to his employer to block his bank account, and then always sending prosecution to the judge just to block his bank account. So he's not able to even, use his money for himself. He said, I was paying for her every month, like a family support, because she was not working. and now she wants more money from me. What she wants from me? I said, yes, he wants to destroy you. That's it. And this lady is
Exactly.
48 years
She
old.
just wants to do that to make sure
Yeah,
she renders him useless because he's
exactly.
becoming better.
Yeah, he's
No, that's
working. And this lady, she never worked in her whole life. She has no profession. She has no degree. She has
so
nothing.
how's she living?
She is living based on child support because she has 5 kids.
That's why she
She's
keeps
getting
getting
child
them
support
kids,
from
huh?
the man, exactly. And then he said,
Exactly.
she has no education, and that's like the funny thing because why you Nigerian men always are so lucky with those ladies with no education, but they treat you like.
They
And
don't
on the other,
understand.
yeah,
Sis,
and
they
on
don't
the other hand,
understand.
you
They
really
don't
are
understand.
here trying to tell me to ask me what do I bring to the table. Like, come on, lower your standards. But it's very interesting to see all this. But yeah, this guy was really struggling with that ex-wife, like everybody else is struggling with the ex-wife. I think I don't know Nigerian man who never struggled with ex-wife. I don't know. If there is somebody, please comment below.
Yeah, no, no. I think I missed that. I missed that. Tell me again.
No, I said I never met a Nigerian guy who never struggled with the ex-wife in Europe. So
Mm-hmm.
I never met
Mm.
someone who never had a problem with the ex-wife or while divorcing because
Yeah,
when you marry someone in Europe,
that
it's
you
like
don't
you are
love.
signing a contract with Satan.
Yeah, they know already. They
Because
know. They know.
afterwards they will destroy your life forever.
That's terrible.
Regardless from where they're from, if they are from Germany, if they are from Italy, if they are you know, they have a kind of toxic trait to
Hmm.
destroy people because they don't want to because the thing is they don't want to see you doing better.
Happy.
They don't want to see you grow. They want to see
Hmm.
you like a slave trapped, into some situations, and they will
Because
do
you left
everything
them.
to damage. Yeah, because they will do everything to damage you. This is the European mindset. Okay, I don't know how it is in other places because I've never been living in the US or like in Brazil or not like that. If we divorce, we divorce,
In
and
Nigeria, it's
okay,
not like that.
live.
Even if you Anyway, divorce is rare in Nigeria, like I always say.
Yeah.
Divorce is rare. People hardly divorce their wives. You can only hear
Mhm.
of maybe quarrels. They separated for a while.
Yeah.
Okay, they're gonna call a family meeting. They're going to call the elders to look into it. And before you know, they're back together. Only very few people are very, very strong and are open to divorce because it's not
Exactly,
our
but the
thing.
thing is, I do understand, but the thing here is divorce is very common, right?
Yeah,
You can divorce or you can cancel your marriage.
yeah.
What people they do, they really divorce properly. If they have a friendly agreement, they do like the canceling. They cancel the marriage and it's not divorced anymore. You are just, separated. So but some of them they take it to another level, even though there is no money involved. Like I asked this guy, I said, Kelvin, but you are not a billionaire. You are just a normal person, an average, Nigerian guy who came here to work, who is working, paying your taxes. And even though this woman is making life impossible, acting like you are the richest guy in the country.
Hmm.
So, what is the proposal of all this? And then he said, I don't understand because I gave her for 1 year child support without having one single child with her. She could not have kids anymore. She did not get
Ah,
pregnant
okay,
for
she's an
him.
older woman too.
She's 48. Actually, she's
Ah, خلاص.
48 and she cannot have kids anymore because she did this surgery to not have kids because he
Even
wanted
by
to have kids with
48,
her.
not every woman can have kids except you don't have your menopause by
No,
then. Some
no.
people are some
She
people are
had five
lucky.
kids when she married with him. She had 5 kids already. When
Yeah.
they got married, she had 5 kids from
Yeah,
different men.
so that means she won't want anyone, plus she's already above menopause and then cannot have kids anymore.
Yes, and
That's
then he
assuming
said,
she got it at the right time. Yeah.
no, no, I mean, he told me that she never wanted to have kids with him because she had already five.
Okay.
So she never
Oh,
wanted to have kids with him because he wanted to have kids with her, but she couldn't because she didn't want to. Because I mean, he's now 36 and she's 48, so they have like an age gap of, yeah,
wow.
10 years or something.
That's
And
amazing. In fact, I don't
yeah,
know if to say amazing or I don't know the word to use. That's amazing.
it's really
It
not
shouldn't be
that
amazing though for
amazing.
the guy.
Yeah, because he wanted to have kids with her, but she couldn't have kids anymore because she had five already, right?
He would
So instead of
definitely go somewhere else. That's just normal. That's how it is.
Of course, now he's divorced, and then they
Now
were
he's
together for
free.
7
So
years. Yeah, and I told him you can have now, kids with someone who is on the same page like you, who has the same vision and values like
yeah,
you, and who has
yeah.
a common sense and yeah, mental health.
Something like you.
It's
Ladies,
so so
let's see if
insulting.
there is anything on the screen so that we see. We don't leave the people who are with us on live like lonely. So I'll
Yeah.
tap on it for you to see
Hi
what's
everyone.
happening. So Christine says you can see that on the screen, right?
Yes.
Yeah, she gave us the heart. Okay, we had you too, Christine. And then
Oh, I
Brenda
see.
Newton says this is scary.
Yes.
Yeah, and this popped in when you were giving us the story of the
About the
guy,
guy, yeah, in coma, yeah.
yeah, the one who's in coma. Yeah, that was when this popped up, but then I kept quiet. And then other people were all, like, wow, wow, wow.
Yeah.
Everybody's feeling that same way, like, wow,
This is
what is this?
this is the
And
same
yeah,
this reaction that I have. When I
everyone is
heard
like,
that I was wow
wow.
as well.
Yeah, really, because the story, for me, the story is scary though. For me, it's scary.
It is,
And
and
then Bridget says, you can't play with people's hearts. Absolutely.
yeah.
What do you have to say about that? Absolutely.
Yes, and the other thing is if you don't play with people's intention, because if someone has a genuine good intention towards you, and you mean we have another idea or we have bad intentions, the person will feel it. But I always say to women, see intention before attention, because if the guy
Very good.
is really into you and he has genuine feelings, you will see it. Don't go by
Honestly.
words, don't go by
Honestly.
go by gestures and actions. Because if I
That's
see that guy, if I can smell from far away that the guy's intention is just to tempt me or to take advantage from me, I will just give him the time that is enough for me, and I will just, what, leave me alone. I don't even
honestly.
want to spend much of time, and you can see people's intention right there, how they behave when
From
they
the
are
start.
alone with
From
you,
the
how they
start.
behave when they are with their friends, what kind of secrets they are keeping hidden from you. Like I told you before, that particular person that was meeting before has two different types of Instagram profile, is in every social media possible.
Yeah, you told
So,
me.
and I just see, okay, this is a person who is just, playing around, trying to get the best catch, which is today not so easily with his standards. And so it's not that something, people should really see what is the intention before everything, before commitment, before, online dating. And it's very important. And the same thing is for the guys, for the Nigerian guys. See what kinds of intention this person has. You know,
Before you
is it
go.
before you go, or please, if you have a chance, if you have a chance, if you are really, if you really have the money, because not so that cheap, go to
We're
visit
gonna come
one
to it.
cheap, yeah, go to visit
We're
a
gonna come
European,
to it.
yeah, go to visit an European country, even
Yeah.
something, I don't know, Italy, Spain,
No,
to
you're gonna
see how
share.
it is.
Remember, you're going to share that part.
Yes,
You
yes,
ain't
yes.
going
I
nowhere,
remember.
Brenda.
Yes.
We're just reading comments. You ain't going nowhere. Remember, you told me you're going to share with them some easy ways to attain their visas. At least, I guess, if they knew that they could actually go about some things differently, I'm sure
Mhm.
some of them know, and some are just
Yeah, of
trying to be
course.
smart.
I mean,
Okay?
nowadays it's not so that difficult anymore because we have like we call like a professional crisis. And by
Okay.
mean that I mean, every country in Europe are now dealing with the problem they cannot find enough workers or employees for, I mean, qualified and not qualified. And
Okay.
the thing is that they just launched now a program called visa sponsorship.
Sponsorship. Okay.
Yeah. Like Germany
So,
created the German green card, as they call it, for professionals from all over the world. They can
okay.
apply for a job, and the employer will take care of the visa process, of the contract, of everything. And yes,
This
they
is
get
for Germany.
salary. Germany is doing, Austria is doing, a lot of countries, Sweden is doing, Norway, all those, first world country, they are now doing that, but this place is so cold to live there. There is no sunshine. Of course,
Nah,
they need
that's the
to take some
problem.
action. That's the problem number one. Yes, it is
Yeah.
because we have, I mean, North Europe has the highest suicide rate in the whole world after Japan.
Oh my
So,
God.
yeah, it's not so. And the other thing is, you'll be maybe lonely. So,
Yeah, no wife, no kids. And that's why I love
yes.
Canada over these
But,
other places because even in Canada, in UK, for example, in
mhm.
Canada, if you're offered a job, you're allowed to come in with both your kids and your
Yeah,
spouse. In the
exactly. This is the
UK,
family
if
reunion.
you
Yeah.
get, even if you get a higher education, say you're going for your master's, you're
Hmm.
allowed to bring in your kids and your husband or your wife as your
Yeah.
dependents. So they're giving
In
you this.
Germany, they are now thinking about that, but in Germany, it's like this. You need to get the resident permit of 4 years, I think, for you before you get that, because they call
Okay,
it family reunion. So you can also do that because I know one guy who wanted to do that, but he was never
okay,
married. He just had the student visa. Now he has his papers, and now he's bringing
okay,
the wife and the two kids,
okay.
and he can also get some like support with the whole process because now he has like a permit, like he is a citizen in Germany.
All
And
right.
some men, they can do that, so don't waste your time trying to
Please
impress
drop your questions if you have any
women like me
questions
to get
regarding
you
this
abroad.
whole. You're not, girl. Relax. You're not. Come on. So if you have any question you would like Brenda to answer, please drop it in the comment section. And for my ladies who are out there, if you have anything to throw in into this whole Nigerian men and their dating relationship, their whole lifestyle concerning dating and relationship, please share with us because that's exactly what we're talking about. And then Brenda is saying, instead of going this ways, instead of going to this direction, why don't you look into the immigration process, which is sometimes easier than you
Yeah,
think?
just
You
start,
could,
just
yes,
study the, I mean, if they go to Google and type visa sponsorship Europe, Google will give them tons of information.
okay,
You just need
okay,
to have a bachelor, a master degree in whatever they are requiring.
okay,
Be healthy, strong, independent, no. And that's it. Because
okay,
the first step is you just need to get the visa sponsorship. When a company is hiring someone from abroad, they have to pay for the whole visa process. You don't have to pay
okay.
anything. And even though they tell you, oh, you need to pay us this money back, no, this is a scam.
It's a lie, right?
Yeah, they
It's the
should.
same for the UAE too, even Dubai and other Emirates. Usually, if you're
Yeah,
employed from back home, they do everything. And if
I
they
mean,
ask you,
I know that because I work for a Swedish company, very known
okay,
in Nigeria and also in some parts of Africa. That
okay,
when we hire someone from Nigeria or from Ghana,
okay,
Morocco, we did the visa process, not them.
okay,
And
okay.
this should be also mentioned in the contract.
Yeah,
When you
that you
get the
won't pay.
contract, they will pay the visa sponsorship will be paid by the company, also the whole visa process, the paperwork for translation of your documents of your degree, the validation of your degree, they call it validation, yes.
Yeah,
Furthermore, you should also know what are your allowances. Will they pay for you the health assurance? Will they pay for you
yeah,
housing? Will they pay for you
okay,
health assurance if there in this
okay,
country is obligatory or mandatory? If they will pay for you a normal salary based on the country laws,
okay.
what are the requirements? Don't just fall for this thing. Oh, I'm getting a job in Europe. No, no, no.
Yeah,
You as a person has the right like everybody else because you are going to work in this country. You're going to pay your taxes. You need to know what are your rights and your wrongs. So the other thing is you should also know for how many years or for how many months is your visa and everything. Because when they start the process at the embassy of any country, they will send the request and they will send you
okay,
the invitation. So they issue you visa, they start the process in the country, and you go and get the visa in the embassy of the country, you know, German or Austrian or whatever.
yeah,
This is how it works.
okay.
And if they ask you for any money, it's scam. I think they know already. If people ask them for money, it's a scam.
People know. People
People,
know. At least
I
I know
know.
from living in the UAE that if you ask for money during employment, it's a scam. I know that already.
Yeah,
So
and
let's
there's
go
a lot of.
ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, tell
No,
me.
please,
You said,
it's fine. No,
oh, what happened? I think she went off. So, okay, but let's just continue until she joins us back. So, if you are watching this right now and you have anything you would like to ask her, do not hold it back. Just share it. So, let me keep reading comments. You can play with people's hearts. Yeah, that was what we were talking about, which led us to the whole, discussion of immigration and the rest of them. So Bridget says, right. I think she's answering to someone. Okay. And then Brenda Newton says, is there any African man? Okay, she's trying to join us back. Now, let me bring Brenda back. Okay.
sorry,
Yes,
something
sis,
happened
what
with my connection.
happened?
It's something with my
It's
connection.
okay. You're totally forgiven. It's okay. You know the Wi-Fi can do and undo at will. So,
Oh, that's good. Someone
yeah.
said something here in the. Oh,
Yeah,
somebody
read and
asking.
see.
Okay, Brenda Newton said, is there any African man that's one woman man that can stay in a long-term relationship, a monogamous relationship? I
A
think there
monogamous
are.
relationship. Oh,
I think there
okay.
are.
So now this is a question coming from Brenda Newton.
Yeah.
So it seems she's interested in a Nigerian man and she's asking if there is any African man. Okay, African man, not Nigerian man. She said African man. So is there any African man that is a one woman man? Yeah, just like she read. Okay, so monogamous relationship, meaning one. You
Mm-hmm.
and her, one,
Yeah.
not two.
Monogam. Yeah. It's
No,
not polyamorous.
not
It's
more
not
than one.
poly.
Monogamy, okay?
It's
So if you're a polygamous person by nature, stay off Brenda.
yeah.
Stay off Brenda Newton. She doesn't want that. Okay, so let's go ahead. Please, if you're watching this, we'd like to know where you're watching from. Just type, tell us where you're watching from. And please do not forget to like this live so that at least it gets to as much people that it will get to. Share it all. We wanted to get to Nigerian men especially. Right, Brenda?
Yes, definitely.
Yes,
I'm still here
exactly.
reading the comments from Brenda Newton that she said my Nigerian actually said that to me that he was worried that if if he married me, I wouldn't provide or support him financially. Should I run? Because
From whom is this?
Brenda Newton.
Okay, did you tap on it so we can see?
No, it's here. She said on the comments. It is in the
Okay,
comments.
let's see.
So
Let's see. I was going from up to down. Okay, once I tap it, it comes on the screen. Let's see.
all right. The next one.
Yeah, this one is someone says good question. So I think that was when you asked the question. And this
Yeah.
person says, you can read this one. Can you see that?
Yeah, it's a blessing that he didn't have children with her. Definitely.
Yeah,
It's a huge
yeah,
blessing, even
honestly.
from
And
his
then,
pocket. So,
honestly, so this is the one you're talking about.
yeah.
Okay, so she says,
My Nigerian man actually said to me he was worried that if he married me, I would not provide or support him financially. Should I run? Because I am of the mindset that man provides for the woman. Yeah, so if he's worried about the financial support, yeah, definitely run away as soon as
that's a red
possible.
flag.
Yeah,
That's a red flag. I
because
understand if a man is trying to stand. Let's
yeah,
say he's moving from Africa to where you are or something, but he shouldn't be thinking about that with a mindset that if he gets there, he'll be able to do something. He'll be able to work and make a living. You're already doing the best thing you can do, helping him get over there, and he
hmm
should do something when he gets there and be able to make money. Yeah.
this is
So that's it.
something he's already worried about it, then yeah.
Red flag. So, okay, she still goes to say, okay, I'm in Canada, but refuse to be his sponsor. I even found him a barber shop that would take him, but he needs to pay for his own visa. Yeah, okay, so this I understand, and I know that so many people are scared of bringing their Nigerian men over just because of, things like what we discussed now, sister.
Yeah.
And if they bring them over, they're scared that they may go with other women. I had a discussion with a woman like 2 weeks ago. She was virtually crying. In
Mm.
fact, her case is just different because they dated proper. She went to Nigeria. She stayed in their family house. She would chat me. She would send me picture of her in the guy's mom's kitchen making egusi soup. And she would tell me, my mother-in-law is saying, at this rate, you will be better than the Nigerian woman. Because the way you're cooking, you're not even cooking like an American woman. She's a black
Mm-hmm.
American woman. She was so happy. Then she went back to either America or UK, I've forgotten.
Mm-hmm.
But then she tried everything possible to make sure he comes over. She said she arranged everything. She arranged
Wow.
everything. He's coming. I think he wanted to go to school from the way they planned it. He was going to go by student visa.
Mm-hmm.
He was supposed to like finish he was going to be a doctor, like finish whatever it is, and then they get married. She was so excited that when he was coming, she went shopping for him. She said, I got him a box of clothes, Marian. Where
Wow.
did I go wrong? She said, I bought him, clothes, trousers. I even bought him boxers and I arranged everything waiting for him. When you have this desire, a man you love is coming. And this
Yeah,
was
you're
all
so
she was
happy.
feeling. She didn't want him to suffer in any way. She wanted him
Yes.
to start. But to end the story, the guy got there. I don't know how it happened, but right now he's with another woman. She was gonna cry her eyes out. But
Wow.
then the last time we were chatting, I'm very happy she's getting better. And she's telling me, I've been trying to ask myself, where did I go wrong? What did I do wrong? But I did everything.
Yeah.
So it's not me. It's not me. It's not him. It's him. happened, it's
Yes, I
his
think
fault.
probably he had already this particular person, or he just fell in love with that person, or whatever.
No,
But
honestly,
it's good
honestly,
that he found it out earlier, because the people, they just found it out way late, when the person's already here, and when the
yeah,
problem starts. Yeah.
he was
So
already there.
wow.
He was already there. But then she told me, you know, Miriam, when I went to Nigeria, I told you there was a woman who chatted me and said, stay away from him. He's mine. He's my guy. And she
Yeah.
confronted him and he said, forget about her. We just had a thing. Just
Oh.
not, she's not even a girlfriend of mine. We just had a thing, like a fling. Said, okay, well, how is she on your TikTok? He said, we just did one of those things. So even the story, let's cut the story short. Later, I don't know, I think she still went back to the same girl. So she's saying, so he's been lying all along, and the girl has been right, telling me, stay away from my man. So you should see why some people are scared. So that's why I'm not blaming Brenda. But on the other side, you will still see good, honest Nigerian men, but they're not able to travel abroad because
Yes.
of the difference in currency. Because
Yes.
honestly, they are working, but they're earning very little, and they
Yeah,
cannot
they don't have a
afford
chance
to go
to.
abroad.
Yes,
So if
that's
you
true.
fall in love with this kind of a guy and you render him support, he'll be very, very grateful to you. And I don't think he's gonna come there and leave you. For those who will leave, they will leave. It
Yeah,
doesn't matter.
definitely.
It
I
doesn't
mean,
matter what you
everybody
do.
can leave. I mean, everybody
At
can
any
leave.
time.
There is no guarantee the guy will stay
There is
with you.
exactly.
I mean, there's no guarantee.
Exactly.
I'm not only saying that because of African man, Nigerian men, because I know stories from other friends. They were not African. They're not, because this type of game, we in Europe know it from South American guys.
See.
Now
So
our
it
problem
didn't
as
even come
well.
from it didn't even come
No,
from
no, 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 no,
African
no,
men.
no, 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 no. This is not a Nigerian thing at all, guys. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but like I said, Nigerian men, they're very late with these mind games, because
Okay.
we've been seeing that in the past 2 decades, how South American men did all women wrong, not only Europeans, but even us. So we know that these kind of things, when they really, marry someone from Europe, or maybe the lady bring them abroad to the US or whatever, they go and find another lady. They put this lady in your face. They expose, they show this lady to the whole world to see.
But they
In
hide you.
short, no, they don't hide you. I mean, in Africans, they do hide. The other ones, they expose it. Like, and they still divorce from you, or they file for divorce in 2 3 days. They go to marry this other lady,
Are
or
you
they
serious?
impregnate. Yeah, I'm telling you, or they impregnate the other lady. In the meantime, they are married to you, so you start to really get crazy and start to really get angry. So he has a reason to leave you. So, like I
Mm-hmm.
said, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I've been seeing things. I mean, like I told you, I do know Nigerian men, they are really new to this kind of things. They are new in the game. They are doing the best what they can. But this strategy is not made by Nigerian men to have multiple women, double lives, triple lives, how many lives they want to have. No,
So
no.
Nigerian
What
men
they
are
do is,
learners.
they cannot, yeah, they are learners. They are really new, because I know people who have a PhD in that situation. They are really
My
masters,
God.
masters at work. I know a Swiss guy. He married a whole family of sisters.
What? He
See, I
married
have,
a whole family of sisters.
yes, there were
He married,
seven
let's
sisters.
say he married all the sisters
All the sisters, yes, like I said, a whole
at
family
once.
of sisters. I will
At
tell you
once.
how. So this guy now is in between. I think now he's 70 or something. This guy went to the Dominican Republic when he was 25 years old.
Okay.
And this is what his first wife told us. And he was there for vacation, blah, blah, blah. And they met there. They fell in love. He married her, brought her to Switzerland. Fine. So, but he knew she has all the six sisters. And at the time, it was not so easy to bring all of them abroad because visa situation was not like today. And it was also easy for them to get somebody to marry them so easily. What he did, he divorced from the first wife, was still living
Mhm.
with her, and married the second sister, and so on. So, and he stayed on, I mean, with each sister, he stayed like 5 to 7 years. Since they have different surnames, nobody will find out that they are all sisters because they are from different, fathers, but they belong to the same mother. So, in the meantime, this guy was getting money from those ladies. So it was
What
like
was
an
this? What
arranged
was his
marriage.
plan? What was his game plan with this? Marrying
His
all
game plan
sisters.
was not to go to work, get money from those sisters, and get stay married them. Because when they married this guy, they went to work, and the guy was at home, staying at home. He never went to out to work. So the sisters
And
were
the sisters
providing for
didn't
him.
notice that they all had the
No,
same
they
husband.
knew it. They knew it. Of course they knew it. This is what I'm telling you. They knew it.
And they
It
were
is
hiding from each other.
no. They all knew about this. They're just doing it for papers. They're not hiding. Everybody knew, like in 5 years, I will marry, for example, you, and then I marry another lady, another lady. I mean, and this guy
Okay.
decided he married the whole. I mean, the agreement was he married all the
Okay.
seven sisters, and all the seven sisters give him money for a period of time, like 5, 6, 7 years. But they should not stop working. They need to keep working, working, so the
Yeah.
government will not take away from them the papers when they divorce.
Okay. I get it. I
So
get
they could
it.
get, I mean, they could continue their life normally, but they didn't have kids at all the 70s. They had kids with other men afterwards, since the
Yeah.
guy was already, yes. And his last marriage actually was 10 years ago. And yeah, he's a friend of my mom, so just this
For
guy.
me, it's a business marriage.
It is.
Honestly.
For him, it
Honestly.
is. But the funny thing is, now he's getting back to his first wife. So
Okay.
that's why I told you he married
It
a whole
I'm
family of sisters.
dumbfounded. I'm dumbfounded with that story, but I guess we'll just keep reading the comments. So I just believe that Nigerian men are just learners and African men are learning. So let's continue. So Bridget says, I am under the impression Nigerian men will provide. I have been where you are. Mimi helped me. She gave me good advice. Wow, thank you.
It's
Thank
true.
you for
I'm
that.
really
Okay.
grateful for the advice as well. As we always
Thank
discussed
you.
it since last year. Remember when I had the issue with that crazy guy? I
Yeah.
think I know you since 3 years now, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah. Almost
So,
3 years.
and this guy keeps coming back. He keeps coming back. I mean, and then
Because he
he,
doesn't know what he wants. That's why. He's the same guy with
yeah,
that Spanish woman, right? The one
yeah,
who's
he keeps
drug
coming
addict.
back. Yes, he keeps coming back all the time. Like the thing is, I think he's so in problem that the lady is just destroying him because he looks so old, you know.
Oh,
And now he's really, but he's very young. He's like 36 or something.
oh my God.
And
He's
I
stressed.
know, yes, he is because custody he lost everything, and the lady, and she is about to lose the custody of the kids because yes, she's a heavy drug addicted, and this is how they do here. They don't give drug addicted people nothing to do with children, right? Even she's the mother, but yeah, they really waited for like 5 years to with that situation, but the kids are
They
now
didn't want
getting
to release
older.
the kid. Yeah.
No, but the kids are now in danger, especially I mean, the 1 year old son. He is really having serious health problem with his lungs because the mom smokes a lot of weed
My God. Probably she
next
was
to
smoking
him.
while she was pregnant.
Yes, she did. She did.
Oh.
Even he just had a little flu. He starts really to feel very bad.
Oh my
But
God.
what you
Women.
said is definitely right, Mimi. You gave us really precious
Oh,
advices.
I feel so
I really
loved.
appreciate your
Thank
friendship, your
you.
honesty, and I
Thank
know
you.
you are
Thank
helping
you.
all of us with your
Oh,
informations because yes, you
thank
as a
you.
Nigerian, you know better than us. We are here on the other side just seeing the freak show. Like me, I mean, I always have front row seat on the freak show, and yes, it's funny, it's funny because every time it's just a new feeling, something new, and I'm looking forward
Thank you.
for more stories.
It's okay, no problem. I'll keep giving the stories as long as I hear them. And to all my ladies out there who are appreciating me, I really thank you. I feel so loved, okay? I feel so loved. And I'm doing this because of you. I'm all about one thing, women for women. That's it. For me, I feel like we should protect our own. And there is a lot to talk about women. Actually, there is a lot. And I hope you'll come with me again, Brenda. There is something else I'd like us to discuss. And it's about women, but it's a different case. Let's leave that for another day. So thank you for appreciating me. I'm doing it just for us, to keep us safe, to
Thank
keep us
you.
happy. And that's why. That's it. Thank you for the love. For the malicious fan, thank you. So Brenda says, I'm under the impression Nigerian men, we've done that, okay? So Brendan, okay. I have sent him many different videos from Nigerians that explain the different options to him. Okay, you mean the option of visas or maybe immigration and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, I don't know his situation when it comes to his pocket, because that's what really matters. Like there are a
Yeah.
lot of people in Nigeria who want to go abroad, but it all depends on your pocket. I can tell you, more than half of Nigerians they want to leave Nigeria. Not because we
This is
don't love
true.
Nigeria, because there is no job. The government is not doing right by us. They are not giving us what we need. You can see the recent election that
Yeah,
happened where we
I
stood for
saw
the
it.
first time, the youth, we stood for the first time to pick our choice, and now they're trying to force someone else on us, and now they are still in court, and probably they will put in this old man who knows nothing. But let's leave that for God. I believe that God will lead us to the place where we
Because
want to
as you
be.
know about the elections in African countries in general, there is an agenda behind it from the Western countries, right? Because the
Okay.
first thing is the Western countries, they want to keep African countries in that zone of, you know, issues and crisis
Yeah,
because it benefits them, right?
but unfortunately it's not going to last for long, because of course we're
Exactly.
already breaking free.
That's the other side of it. That's the other side of it.
They
Because
can't hold
most of the
anymore.
leaders, they don't lead for the Africans. They lead for the Europeans, for the Americans, and
Honestly,
they follow other agendas that
I
has
have a
nothing
different
to do with
perspective. I
you.
have a different perspective.
Yeah,
They if you see some of the African leaders now, you see they're very stubborn, and they know of these agendas, and they're not trying
of
to give
course,
into
they're aware
whatever
of
it
it.
is they want. They are aware of it, but the truth is they are too selfish to see. They are
They
so
don't
corrupt and
want
too
to see
selfish and don't want to
because
do
they
anything
benefit
for the
from it.
masses. Huh?
Because they benefit from it. You
All
see,
they get is
oh,
money
you
for
see
their family.
The Angola president, what he did with his daughter. She's one of
No.
the richest black lady in the whole world, and
And what does she do?
she's not even living in Angola anymore. She's living in Portugal. She has a big apartment
What
in
does she do?
seafront in Lisbon. Nothing. She's just
Okay.
corrupt.
Now you get me. Now you get me, sis. So that's it. They're keeping out our monies for their families, for their
Yeah.
generations unborn. so that you know that maybe their 10th generation unborn will never be poor. Meanwhile, people are there struggling. Nigerians are very hardworking.
Mm-hmm.
Nigerians, I've seen people in this world. I've gone to different places, okay, maybe not to, but at least I've seen people. But Nigerians are one of the like most hardworking people you find. They will do anything to make
Yeah, they are
money.
really hustlers.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
they
true.
will do anything. And when I
They
mean
are really
anything,
like the
if
Chinese
it
people. Chinese people, they're also
honestly,
hustlers.
if it involves physical strength, call the Nigerian man. He will do it
Yeah,
as long as he's gonna get money from it. But what are they getting? That's why you see them go abroad. You know, we have this notion, okay, if I can do all this and make money abroad, and in Nigeria, there's nothing, of course, you don't have the firms to employ you. You don't have
yeah,
you know, you want to go somewhere where they employ you. So you do the job. Let me do
yeah.
the job and you pay me. So that's just it, I
Yeah, I mean, if
guess.
you see
So
now our construction workers now in the new generation of construction workers, they are all
yeah,
Africans. And all the construction workers, if you go to any construction of big buildings, you see the white guys sitting and the blacks working. And you see
yes,
men with 45, 50 build like iron. They are right, they stand tall under the sun. Sorry. In the
sorry,
work,
sorry.
in the work, you know. Our
Yeah,
new generation of construction workers, they are all African.
this
And
goes to tell you what I'm talking about.
and this is very true because I see it, and for me, it's very unfortunate to see the way, the various ways they go just to get out of the country. Not all Nigerians, I'm also
Yeah,
talking about Ghanaians, you know, all I mean, Cameroonians, they also do it. So they
yeah,
really want to go out because they want to have a chance of life to
that's
experience
it.
what is to have
That's
a
it.
normal life, to really have,
Yeah,
live in a place where
that's
you
it.
can really work, make money, and live your life. That's all.
Honestly, that's it. So good thing is at least those who are educated get the opportunities that they should
Yeah.
get in these other countries. So not all Nigerians you will find in a construction working sites.
No,
Not
no, no,
all.
no, no. I
Yeah,
mean,
you
today is a
understand.
way easier for them to read. I mean, those that have a degree, it's a
Yeah,
bit easier today. I'm
yeah,
talking about today because before you could have a doctor degree from any African country, and
and
Europeans
still
will just tell
work
you,
in a
I don't
restaurant.
want it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
I know
and
that.
I've
I
seen
know.
people really wiping the floor, but they have a doctor degree
A
in that country.
degree.
But the Europeans, they will give a shit about it because they only the degree matters before. I'm talking about,
Yeah, yeah.
15 years ago when I was still going to school. And
Okay.
today is different. Like I told you, I know, those guys, here who come here to Europe to study, and afterwards they find a job, they can work. I know many of them working as an IT cybersecurity specialist. The other ones
Mm-hmm.
is an engineer for Mercedes Benz. So,
Okay.
and he created now a new social media for people in Germany to meet, like a
Mashallah.
Tinder for meeting. And he's
Okay.
also an engineer. He was working 6 years for Mercedes Benz as a product manager, or yeah, product manager exactly, and engineer in the meeting. And he is doing great in his career. And he also did his masters in Germany. So today is different because our scenario, is a bit changed because Europeans, they need qualified workers, and they are not
Exactly. Not
going
only
to look
everywhere.
somewhere else. They are really taking the chance. They are recognizing foreign diplomas and foreign certifications because they cannot
Yeah.
afford to lose money. And when money is involved, they react very fast. They
Yeah.
don't waste their time, you know. That's why I'm very happy to see that other side of the story as well, of people not struggling, of people not scamming other people, of people not getting married for papers.
Yeah.
Just, yeah, people, they are really doing something, just to really have a normal life and make money, or
Yeah.
really working in something they studied for. Because imagine someone who spent 10 years studying and to end up working as an
It's
assistant,
messed
in
up.
somewhere.
No, I would you I told a story one time when I went live on Facebook, like in the beginning. I said when
Yes.
I came to Dubai, I was looking for a job. I had left Nigeria as a customer service person. I was working with one of the biggest shopping mall in Nigeria as a customer service slash till officer. It's called Nest Cash and Carry. So coming here, it was my sister who first told me, if you go to Dubai, you make more money because they have lots of
Mhm.
shopping centers, lots of shopping malls, and you will get better pay. So after thinking about it, because she was here, we decided to do that. And I
Mhm.
arranged myself because I was working already and I moved to Dubai. But coming to Dubai, you will see that, okay, good thing about Dubai and UAE at large is sometimes you don't even need the degree to get a good job.
Yes. That's
And
very
sometimes
true.
those who have degree don't even get a good job. It just depends on the company that you
Yeah.
get. And the salary range is also different. Sometimes where
Yeah.
you're from may determine your salary. You understand? So it's all different. But I
Yeah.
thank God the way it didn't all worked out. So I just want to encourage Nigerians who are watching this, whether you're a graduate or not, it doesn't really stop you. But it's just that when it comes to contracts, especially in the UAE, there is the
Mhm.
skilled, the semi-skilled, and the unskilled, and they all have different,
Yeah.
rules governing them. So that's why your let's say your certificate is important. I had to certify my certificate in Nigeria in the UAE embassy. I also had to
Mhm.
do it here in the UAE to give it, that stronghold because without
Yes.
certification, they won't even accept that you are one. So it
Yes.
helps you, it helps the salary, it helps everything, but it doesn't stop you from getting a good job. So
No,
let's just
definitely
keep
not,
going.
because like I said, I
Yeah,
mean, Europe was a long, long time a playground for people with degrees, good degrees, good
yeah.
qualification, but no chance. And because
Mm-hmm.
Europeans will always look down on you if you don't have, European
Papers.
degree, even if you are like from, South Europeans. They used to do the dirty job in the Nordic countries
Okay.
of Europe, right? So you could see Italian chefs working in customer services. You could see doctors working as a shop assistant. You could see
Yeah.
someone working for, I don't know, as a child care, or working in a
Mm-hmm.
hospital taking care of
Yeah.
elderly people, but they had good
Mm-hmm.
degree. In the meantime, it has changed a bit, because if you have a European degree, you get a job, you have the salary and everything. So, and
So
now the
that's
same
amazing.
thing is changing also for people who are not European. Because my
Okay.
concern before was, okay, the Europeans, they get the chance. What about those who are not European? They are
Like the
way more
Africans,
qualified.
the
Yeah, who are
Americans.
way more qualified. They have more language. Like, I know I met a guy, a Congolese guy. He's a finance director in Geneva. He speaks 7 languages.
OMG.
He has a PhD in economics.
Wow.
He
He's
has his
hot.
own
Hot
consulting.
cake.
Yeah, he has his own consulting company.
That's
He
good.
has
Yeah.
multiple business across various because his consulting business here also has in other European countries an office, and he also does the same service in some African countries, right? So,
Yeah.
and he told me that before, people was laughing on him. People would say, "Oh my gosh, you are a Congolese guy, just thinking with your Congolese degree, you will not make it." So, and he said, 35 years later, here I am. People who really pay for my services are not those people that you see on the street. I said, of course not. With the prices here that you are charging, I mean, a middle-sized company in Switzerland cannot afford it. You need
Okay.
really those big companies to really afford your service, because you're charging 3,000 for only a small review for a contract. This is too
That's
expensive.
huge.
He said, "This is
That's
my
huge.
services. I don't care." I said, "Yeah."
Okay.
And then he said,
Oh,
"Brenda, people was only laughing because I have my French accent." I said, "They are laughing and you are making money. That's the most important thing." But yeah,
I
I'm
get
really
that too.
glad the world is changing and everybody has a chance, should
Me
get a chance
too.
to really
Me
work
too.
in whatever they studied. And like I said, I mean, I'm very happy to see young African men, doing great in Europe, doing great wherever they are, and also doing great with their degrees. That's
Yeah.
very beautiful to see, and they're making their families proud. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, sure. Even back home, we're already making our families proud by being graduates because the first thing a Nigerian parent wants is for the children to go to school and become graduates.
Yes.
Now, after that, you have made your family proud, you have made your parents proud, but then the country will put you down. You're
Yeah,
a
because the
graduate with
country is
nothing
also
to
breaking.
show for it. That's it.
Oh,
So by the
that's
end
very
of the
bad.
day, we will get there. So Brenda, I think we should continue on the comments because they have left a
Mm-hmm.
lot for you and I. And if we
Oh, the
keep chatting,
speech.
we may forget or we may not attend to them. So let's see what we can throw in. And then,
Okay.
remember I asked, please tell us where you're watching from. And Bridget says she's watching from USA. And
Oh,
Brenda Newton says, and that's what we all and that's what we're all scared of. Okay, I
mm-hmm.
guess she's talking about men coming to the US and then leaving,
Hmm.
with other women.
Yes.
Then she goes again she says, at my age, I can't be playing around with a relationship. I'm looking for commitment and a lasting, loyal relationship. Okay.
Yes, I
Now you
understand.
already put it out there. If there is any Nigerian man or African man who's interested and watching this, please do reach out. So I just keep hearing so many Nigerians have side chicks and expect the wife to be okay with it. If he did
Mm-hmm.
that, I would be one of those angry women to have him deported so
So
fast.
fast. Yes.
Dear
I
sister,
know that
the wrong
story.
part of it, that's not true. There is nobody knowing that, you know, I just keep hearing Nigerians have side chicks and expect the wives to be okay. There is no wife who's okay with it, with the husband having a side chick. That's not true. My
Not
husband
even
won't
if
have a
he's
side
rich.
chick. No one is gonna tolerate that. Nobody,
No,
whether
not even someone
Nigerian
who
or
is
American,
rich.
at
No,
all. Even
no.
even if they are not rich, even the poor people, no one. So don't think about it. It's not true. Sometimes these Nigerian men they do tell some of my ladies things that are not true. One once told an American woman, my sister who came to stay a night or two with us will have to sleep in our room because they were still dating then. And I would have to sleep in the parlor and let her enjoy the room. And the woman was so furious. She's like, "That's our room, for Christ's sake. It's a place we sleep together. How is it saying that his sister, a visitor, a guest in the house, that is our culture for her to sleep in that room while he sleeps out or she sleeps
Yeah,
somewhere else?" I was like, "Sis, that's totally not true. He made that up. Don't listen to him."
yes.
So,
That thing about the sister and this is my cousin, this is all that. I said,
tell me
all
about
right,
it.
I mean,
Tell me about
I
it.
know someone who told me, I just saw a picture on WhatsApp, I mean, on my other phone, right? Because I have two phones for the clients and then for the family. And for the clients, I mean, for the people that I don't want to get in touch with, I just give this number so they leave me alone.
Okay.
And then I just saw a story of a lady and this guy. They were at the birthday party and they have five kids. This guy has five kids in Nigeria and one kid here or two, I don't know. So in total, he has like eight kids. And then he told me that one day before that he has a friend who takes care of his kids. And I said, oh, that's lovely. And then I just saw coming, wow, what a beautiful family. And he was so ashamed because on that picture he was kissing this lady, right? And the kids were around them. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
every
there's
time
no
when the
way he couldn't
sister,
escape that. You caught him,
yeah, I said, wow, what a beautiful family.
and
He
he
was
said,
just
"Thank
quiet.
you." Nothing
He
more
said
to
nothing
say.
else. Yeah, he was quiet.
So that's crazy. So Bridget says getting back to his first wife because he made enough money.
Enough money.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
that's
true.
it.
That's true. They
Then she
do.
also goes to say she does nothing. I think it's about the woman who does nothing you were talking about. I think she's
Yes,
replying to that.
yes, to that, yeah.
And yeah, and then see what Brenda wrote. She said, "My guy has children, but they live in another city, staying with his sister-in-law. I demanded a picture
Oh,
of his late wife and him together to make sure she's not really his wife and he's scamming me. According to the sister-in-law, these are her children. I told him
oh,
I hope he doesn't expect me to have as part of our marriage. Ah, okay. He doesn't expect to have me to have maybe more children as part of the marriage. Since really I don't know. I really don't know how all his children are staying with his sister-in-law, okay, or with your sister-in-law because I'm sure their mom is still alive, right? Their mom isn't dead, so that's very rare for a Nigerian woman to be alive and all her kids, like you mentioned, there are how many? Five or four of them. They are all with the sister-in-law. I don't think
beautiful.
that's very possible. Hmm?
Maybe if she's sick or is going through a very
That
difficult, I
that's
don't know,
very
treatment.
highly
She has cancer, something like that, could be, but I don't think so.
maybe if she were
If
to be
she
on
has,
life support.
yes,
That's highly unlikely. Highly unlikely. I won't leave if my husband leaves me, God forbid, let's say you have an issue with your husband. The next thing is for you to be with your kids. Take
yes,
care of them. Not also, give your kids or let your kids go live with your
with
sister-in-law,
their
especially when you're not
sister-in-law,
talking about a kid. You're talking about children,
children, yes.
right? But here I see she wrote late wife. So meaning the wife is late.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now I don't know. I don't know because from lots of stories you hear them even call their wives late, even when their wife is present. For those
Oh,
ones who are really desperate, yeah, for the desperate ones.
I
So
think
just be
he is right.
careful.
So
Yeah. Let's all be careful. Okay, now let's dig into Bridget. Bridget says, dig deep. The man that I used to talk to let me meet his mom, brothers and sisters on video chat, and they stayed in contact with me. He took me to the market with his mom, but still, there was an agenda. Very painful. Oh, I'm so sorry,
I'm
Bridget.
sorry. Sorry about that.
Yeah, that's sad. She goes on, okay, Brenda is talking to Bridget. She said, this is not looking good for me. Brenda, we're not saying it's not looking good. Please don't connect the whole story to be yours. We're just saying at this point, everyone has to be careful. That's it. If
Just be
someone
aware.
tells you that their wife passed away, there should be memories, right? She married once or he married her once. They lived together. They had kids. They had pictures. They had pictures together. So if
Okay.
he's really telling you the truth, let him show you the picture. Let him just show you the picture. At least you know that this is the picture. And then even when someone dies, they take lots of pictures too at burials. I went for my mom's burial last year. Remember, Brenda?
Yes, I
uh,
remember. Yeah.
Around April
You
last
told
year.
me.
When I
Yes.
came back, I shared a lot of the pictures too
Yeah,
on
you did a
YouTube.
video and
Yeah,
everything.
I
Yes,
did. I
it
did, even
was.
though it wasn't really watched. But then I put the
You've been
picture
there.
out. Yeah, with
Yeah, I
my
mean,
whole
there
family,
is a
with
lot of.
us wearing.
Yes, you also did the video and everything. Yes. I
Yeah.
mean, that's a bit difficult to know what is the family situation of an African person or Nigerian person in general because they tend to have multiple profiles and accounts on social media, right? Like that makes it
No, not
that's
the
the
real,
thing
not
because
the real Nigerian guy. A
they
real
have just
Nigerian man has
multiple
one.
accounts.
Yeah,
Yeah,
those are
so
scammers.
they
Those are
just have
scammers.
like two accounts. Okay. Oh, one we just sent I mean a few women there and two or three guys, and like once I just saw the guy said, wow, I'm really impressed by your taste when it comes to women. And then he asked me, but why are you saying this? Because I said, yeah, you just have one type of women following you or you're following them. He said, "Oh my gosh, you went through." I said, "Yeah, but don't worry, it's okay. Uh, just want to ask you, are you a scammer?" And then he said, "But why you? No, I'm just asking you because if you want to scam me, my guy, I'm so sorry. I don't have nothing for you. Sorry.
Yeah, that was blunt.
If
But
you
that's
want to
good.
bring the
It's
Nigerian
good to be
people
blunt.
story, yes." And he said, "No." I said, "Okay, it's fine. You have your own, type of woman. It's okay. It's fine. I'm not your type anyways. So I wish you all the best." And yes,
Brenda, you're so mean to my brothers. But I like that you're mean to the scammers. But if you meet a real Nigerian man, I promise you, you will see differently. Honestly.
but the multiple
Good.
account is the one of the red flags to really pay attention to because yeah, the multiple accounts and also they are everywhere, right? In every form
Yeah.
of social media you can imagine. So
Remember, yeah. Remember I shared that these scammers, they have multiple accounts. And what I just realized recently, like last week, is on those accounts, they don't even use their names, like Nigerian names. They use foreign
no,
names
yes,
and
like
crazy names.
Mary or
Oh my
Henry.
God.
Yeah, I can give you the whole
Underscore
list.
this, they will foreign names. I've been getting
Yeah,
lots of courses. Some people have been cursing me so badly since last week. And that was because I follow EFCC, that is the financial fraud, blah, blah, blah. And then they caught some guys for scamming
yeah,
and they lined them up. And then I just went in, I tapped on it. I'm like, keep up the good work. And I gave a thumbs up. Hey, you should hear what they've been telling me. They've come as much as to say, you witch, you and your family will rot in hell for saying that. I am telling you. Now when I see any comment coming from that post, I just light it off because I don't want any negative
yeah, yeah,
energy in
yeah.
my life. I
I
don't even
understand.
read them anymore. And then I tried to check the people cursing me. First of all, I see a white woman's face. I'm like, what did I do to this white woman? Why is she cursing me? And then I clicked on it, and then the person is speaking pidgin English. Like, you dey Chris, go punish your mama, your father, your generation. I'm like, oh my God, okay. Yeah, he's a
Yeah, but
scammer. He's
the
angry.
foreign name, yeah, the foreign name is the real
Yeah,
thing because you know where they
honestly.
pick, where they pick this idea from. I think the idea of
Okay.
picking a foreign name just not to make it obvious they're Nigerian comes from the Chinese people. Chinese people, they also used to pick a foreign name like Lisa or
Uh-huh.
Bridge or whatever just to cover the foreign, I
They're
mean the
real.
Chinese name. Yeah. I have a friend,
Okay.
her name is Ji Pingling, whatever,
Okay.
but she always call herself Lisa. And my other
Okay.
friend, her name is Yamping. She always says my name is Yamping. Also, Yin says the same. Her name is Yin. But Lisa, she told me that because her name is so strange, she used
Yeah,
always to put on her name like Lisa, and that's it. And this
that's
is a very smart
understandable.
yeah, that's a very smart idea because then people will always call her Lisa, and she
Yeah,
doesn't have to explain her name over and over again. So this is,
but
and also a foreign name, if they put a picture of a white person, will not be
yeah,
so suspicious, right?
yeah. For Nigerians, you can't say the name thing is an issue because we all have like Christian names. We
Yeah,
all have our traditional names and Christian names or English names. Remember, the British colonized
yeah,
Nigeria. So we always like have English or Christian names in between. My
yeah,
name is there. I have my traditional name, but I also have Miriam. My brothers, I have Anthony, I have Emmanuel. My sister, I have Trisha, Patricia, I have Frances. These are our English names I'm talking about. We also have our various traditional names, Ngozi, Nwamaka, Ifeanyi, things like that. So at the end of the day, they know what they're up to. That's why they're doing that. Because when they came attacking me, I tried to check out like, what did I do to this person? Only to find out the whole picture, even what they post, and nothing to show that they're Nigerians. I
no,
think they're even putting people's pictures. So
They
women,
do.
be
I will
careful.
forward. I will forward for you. I will forward to you two profiles of one German lady. She keeps exposing scammers from all over the world, not only Nigerian. They have some
Okay.
Indians, have some Pakistani, have some
Yeah.
Arab. Yeah, because the scamming is new to Nigerians, but not new to us because we know, Asians be scamming people for decades, and nobody
Nigerians
has
have been
caught
scamming for
one.
decades.
Yeah,
Decades.
But the Asians are way longer. The Arabs as well, and yeah,
Really?
so yeah,
Okay.
South American.
I
Do
give
you
it to
know
them.
the Nigerian prince is not a real in real life a Nigerian?
Which one?
The story of a Nigerian prince is the real Nigerian prince is not a Nigerian at all.
Oh, the story in Nigerian Prince is not a Nigerian at all.
No, he
So
is
where
a
is it
white
from?
guy. No, he's a white guy, fat guy, old guy from the US who lives in Texas.
Trying to be a Nigerian prince.
He is the main guy who started with the Yahoo story, sending people, you know, these kind of scam emails to get money from them with the story of the
Oh,
Nigerian prince. But in the meantime, he could hire some scammers back in Nigeria since it was easier for them to hide the IP address, right? You could
yeah.
go incognito, I mean anonymous, and then yeah, this is how it started. This I told you, the Nigerian prince is not Nigerian
Oh,
at all.
so I give it to the brothers out there. It's not just Nigerians. Please let my brothers be, Brenda.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
I don't have any issues. I mean, I never always think that a Nigerian, when I say Nigerian, can possibly,
Yeah,
possibly be a
that's
scammer.
true. That's
No,
true.
no, no. But like I said, it's a very funny thing to know that the real Nigerian prince is not a Nigerian at all. Never been Nigerian actually.
But that's not true, though. Okay, so
It's so
I'm sorry, love. Okay, Bridget says I'm sorry, love. Maybe talking about my mom's death, or I don't know. His wife passed away. Okay, Brenda says his wife passed away. Yes, we
oh,
finally
I see.
realized. So, but let him show you pictures. Even if someone died, you should be able to see the pictures. I have pictures of my mom, like the our family photographer took it while the family were, standing around
Yes.
her coffin, and then they
Hmm.
took it. They took it from this side. At least you see her laid in there. Like, let's
Yeah.
just let it go. So,
So
just
you do have
well,
pictures. Yeah, we do as well in Brazil. When
we do,
somebody
we
passed
do,
away, we always keep the pictures and
we do.
we keep the pictures as a memory. I mean, my grandmother passed away, my great
Yeah.
grandmother actually, and we always had the picture of her. We always had the picture of the funeral and everything. So this is something that
Mm-hmm.
even can take pictures of with your phone. It's not really
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
But everybody should have picture of someone when they really, passed away and yeah.
Yeah, so that's nice. So let's move on. Melissa Bautista says, but why some African wives is okay with their husband to scam other women with wife consent? I guess she's saying, why do some women let their men scam
Hmm.
other women with their consent?
For the
So
same
this
reason how European
is
women
the
push their
same
men
thing.
to be a prostitute and to sell
That's
drugs.
it. It's just greed, and the greed
Yes.
is coming not just from the part of the man. Even the wife is as good to go, like same. So
Yeah, I
that's
mean
it.
she's taking
He
benefits from
showed me
them.
the picture of his wife and sister-in-law together. His wife and sister. Okay, sis. So if you saw the picture of his wife and your sister-in-law together, I guess that's it. But his wife and the sister-in-law together, I don't understand why together. He should show you picture of just the wife for peace. Maybe show you their wedding picture. I'm sure they got married either traditionally or you know in the other way. Anyway, because when someone shows you a picture of two people and they tell you this is my sister-in-law and this is my wife. How do you know if the wife is not the sister-in-law and the sister-in-law is the wife?
Yeah,
If you get what I mean. I
that's
swear to
possible.
you,
That's
Brenda,
possible.
Treasure is awake. Treasure's awake. I can hear her opening the door.
Oh,
Hello, mommy. How are you? Mommy is live. Please, can you like sit down for a while? Thank you, sweetie. Sit there,
oh,
okay?
sweet.
You're such a good baby. Mm. Yeah, I'll finish soon. Now she's still a good kid. All right, baby. So, how do you know that the wife is not the sister-in-law? And how do you know that the sister-in-law is not the wife? I could
Yeah.
get a picture like this, and I show you two women standing side by side. And the one
Mm-hmm.
I'm claiming to be my two men standing side by side, maybe my brother and my husband, right? And then say I introduce my brother to someone in the UAE. If I bring him to be under my visa, let's say it's allowed, and say that
Mm-hmm.
this one whose brother is my husband. All he has
Mm-hmm.
to do is live in the same house with me. But of course, it's my brother, and we can live in the same house. And no one knows it's my brother for sure, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I
that's why
know a
you should,
story. Oops, I
yeah.
sorry. I know a story from a Kenyan lady, but in her situation, it went completely wrong. So she brought her husband from Kenya while she was married to a white guy. So what happened? The guy was here for like 3 to 4 months. She could get an extension of his visa and finally get someone to marry him, like a girlfriend, somebody, because the process today need to be at least a 1 whole year here to find someone to marry you if you are lucky
Okay.
enough. So, and then what happened? She had a husband. The husband was a bit older than her, like 10 years or something like that. And one beautiful day, the husband was traveling because of his job, and he just left and said to her, I will stay away for 2 weeks.
I'll stay away
So,
for,
2 weeks, he said. He stayed
okay.
away for 2 weeks because he
Okay.
always did that. He always went to some business trips and then he came
Yeah.
back when he
Okay.
gave her, like, okay, I'm going now and back in 2 weeks or 3 weeks. Fine.
Okay.
And then in the meantime, she was in the house, I mean, with her brother. So one beautiful day, this guy came unannounced back home. Guess what? She found her and her brother together in the bed. What
Supposed brother.
happened? Yes, and what happened? The guy threw both of them out of the house, as this is his right. And then the brother was deported on the same day because his time here was already, extended. He was only 3 months. He stayed like for 4 months. The police deported him, and the lady, she just left the house, never came back. So he was just filing for divorce, and that's it. Didn't have any
Oh,
kids together and anything else. So yeah, so, and
so you
it's
see,
something that's
very
very
true.
common that people say it's my brother, it's my this, it's my dad. I mean, Thai ladies, they do that a lot. But they are really good. They're really smart in that because that guy who is the claimed brother, they
Would
really keep the
act
respect.
also as a brother in front of
Is the
you
Yes.
because
And
it's
the
the
other thing
plan.
is, yeah, that's the plan. And then they are really patient enough to be, their respect, but they don't marry other people anyways. But that lady, she was really having the plan to get this guy another lady to marry, so he would stay closer to her, which is
Mhm.
perfectly understandable. But yeah, sometimes it goes wrong. That's why when I always
Yeah.
see someone, oh, I'm talking to my sister, I said, okay, fine, talk to your sister. Then the
All
guy
right.
walks away, that he's not the sister anymore.
Yeah. So that's why you should be careful. I'm just gonna rush so we finish because it's already 2 hours, and I'm sure probably
Wow.
we've kept you people so long. So Brenda, let's just rush over the comments and just like give one, few lines to them. If we have a lot to talk about, then we can move on. So should
Yeah.
I ask for a picture of the funeral? Yes, totally. If it's
Yeah.
Nigerian man, he has it. Believe me, he has it.
Yeah. I mean, just ask for the picture
Yeah,
if there is any picture. If you say there's
honestly.
no picture, then it's clear. Case
Yeah, how
closed.
many pictures did he share? And this is coming from Bridget, and I think he's directing this to Brenda.
Brenda.
So from Brenda again, Brenda says just that one of their wedding day with both sister-in-law and wife together. See, that's suspicious. Also, his
What is
family
sisters
pictures.
involved?
Yeah, also his family pictures. When he was younger, okay, when he was younger, I have spoken to mom and siblings as well. His pastor and him at his choir rehearsal. Anyways, Brenda, please ask for the necessary things you need to ask for because what he's showing you is not good proof. I can catch those ones that steal white man's profile. Okay. Good, you can catch them. To make sure the
Yeah.
sister-in-law is not the wife. Okay. Can you see Brenda?
Yeah.
Okay. I even had my friend who was a photographer look at the picture to make sure they weren't photoshopped. They may not be photoshopped. They may be really sister and sister-in-law. It's just that how do you know who's really, sweetie, please stay, okay? Please. Huh?
Who is the
How do we
sister and
know
who is
who's
the
really
wife?
wife and who's sister?
It's
So this is
difficult to
it.
see
And
on the picture.
yeah. So, ladies, Brenda, I am really grateful because I see Treasure is beginning to start. Very soon she will start to disturb. So, we better round up and we will come
Yes.
again. I don't know
Yes.
if you're coming to this week's ladies' night on
Yeah,
Wednesday.
on Wednesday I will because until on Thursday, luckily there is a public holiday here and I'll be working from home on Friday.
Okay.
Yes, since my
Okay.
boss is now traveling. And yes,
All
I will be
right.
able to join you on the Wednesday
Oh,
ladies.
mashallah. That is what you say if you're in the Arabic word, mashallah. Like, thanks to God.
Great.
Okay, so it's gonna be ladies' night, a place where we discuss anything, just like we're talking now. Although this
Yes.
one was just a live but ladies' night is basically relationships.
Yes, we
We'll
talk about
talk about a
relationship.
topic and we keep pondering and pondering on it, and this is what it is. So please. Brenda says she's confused now more than ever, but you can do this, Brenda. You can just ask for it and that's it. So
Yes.
don't be confused, okay? So,
Just
ladies,
ask him if he's willing to
yeah,
do it, fine. If not, then also fine.
yeah,
Because
I guess
do
that's
not
it.
trust him. If he's lying, you will find out very soon.
Honestly, yeah, that's true for real. And it won't be so long. So, Brenda, thank you so much for coming.
Thank
I
you,
really
Mimi.
do
Thank you.
appreciate you. You know you're my girl, huh?
Thank you. I appreciate you too as
I know I
well.
can call on you anytime. And if you're watching
Yes.
this video, take a look at Brenda, my beautiful, beautiful sister who's out there. Please, Nigerian men, don't joke with this kind of beautiful girls. If you want to joke at all, look for the ones to joke with, not with this ones, okay? She's been
Ah,
telling me, your Nigerian men are like these and like that. I'm like, okay, you know what? Let's just go live and talk about this thing once and for all. Let's talk about this. Let's put them somewhere where they belong. Let them
yes.
understand that you know all these things and let them try something else.
Maybe they'll
So
be
that's
scared now.
it. Yeah.
Maybe I'll be
So,
careful. Oh, maybe
yeah.
this lady is that lady, one of those ladies meet on Mimi's live stream. No, I'm
Yeah.
okay, guys. I mean, I'm a cool
Yeah.
girl.
She's a
If I
cool
start
girl. She's
something,
cool.
you will
Yeah.
know already. So,
But
and
don't
yes,
joke with her.
if you joke with me, I'll joke with you as well. So,
She knows. She knows how to joke with people. You know her. Don't even try. So please, thank you so much. Really, I do
thank you,
appreciate you.
Mimi.
And for all my
Thank you for your
ladies
time. Thank
online,
you for your time,
Brenda,
ladies.
Newton, Melissa, Bridget, a lot of them all. Thank you so much. Those who
Thank you
stayed,
guys
those
for
who
your
came in and went out.
time.
Thank you so much. Please try to come on Wednesday. It's ladies' night. Let's just talk about nothing. It's just a place we hang out and talk relationship freely. It's at night with a red light. That's it. Nothing much. So
Yes,
if you
for
can
fun.
make it on Wednesday, do come. And if you'd like to join us, I'll drop a link so that when it's like your time to speak, I could add you and you can say whatever it is you want to say, and then you can give chance to the next person. So that's it for today. I really thank you for
Thank you,
watching.
Mimi.
I really do thank you. Do have a great day, okay?
Thank you,
Have a
everyone. Have a nice
wonderful
day.
day.
Thank
Yeah, thank
you.
you. Thank you, sweetie. Bye. Have a good
Bye.
day. Bye. It was really nice. Bye to all who are out there. Please, you can share this video, like it, comment. If you have any other question to drop, you can drop it concerning both the immigration process or anything. Just drop it, and then Brenda will see and comment on it, or I will see and also comment on it. Have a wonderful day. Don't forget to like and share. Bye.